Before the video starts, I just want to preface that this video is already out of date. I filmed it 2 months ago, and I already bought like 3 more plushes since, so I'll make sure to have that at the end of the video. But just to preface again, this is already out of date by like 3 plushes, so just letting you guys know. Anyways, enjoy the video. This was a real big labor of love. Starting off the collection, we have the Red Bird from Angry Birds. I believe I won this at a fair in 2011 or 2012, but this is basically what started the whole collection. He still looks pretty good for what he is. I mean, you can't really mess up the design of the Angry Birds, so yeah, I think for a first plush, this is a very good place to start. Very simple, very basic. Up next is the Yellow Bird. I believe I got this for my birthday. Again, with the Red Bird, not hard to mess up. He is a little, like, deflated, I guess, on the top. But I mean, to be fair, this thing is like 10 plus years old, so I'm not surprised that these things are finally losing a little bit of air. I mean, to be fair, I don't even think it was always like this. I'm holding it right now, so who knows. Up next, the Blue Bird. I think I got this at like the same time as the Yellow Bird. It's just the one. I don't have like 3 of these, so yeah. Again, pretty basic. Up next is the Bomb Bird. He's a bit more plumpier than the other ones. I'm not sure exactly when I got this. I just know I have it. Oh, so something I forgot to mention with the first 2, not including the Red Bird, they have sound chips inside them, and I haven't actually pressed them in like over 10 years, so witness the first time you're hearing this, if I can even find it. I'm not playing that again. Here's the White Bird, or Matilda, as I think they call her now. I don't know, I haven't played Angry Birds in a really long time, I haven't really kept up. I used to think this one was a boy, because I was stupid, and I didn't realize it was like, oh, the females lay the eggs. Silly me. Again, pretty accurate to how it looks in the game. Cool. Turn around for you there. That's Matilda, just, you know, before the redesign, I believe. Okay, so up next is a plush that maybe some of you might have never seen before, but it's a plush that exists nonetheless for some reason. Do you guys remember Angry Birds Rio? It was a real crossover they did, and I remember playing it, and I don't know how, but I ended up with one of these. I'm not exactly sure who this bird was played by in the movie, because I haven't seen the movie in forever. But I can assure you, it was a real crossover they did, and they made plushies out of it. But they were just like the regular birds from Rio, but proportioned like Angry Birds, so yeah. Up next we have the Green Bird, or the Boomerang Bird. This one might be my favorite one, just because of how funny it looks from the front. This is one of the smaller ones, not the smallest I don't think, but I don't think this is like the size of all the other ones that I would rather prefer. But I'm glad I got this one, because there's another version, which is probably the bigger one, that has the beak sewn open or whatever. So I'm glad I have this one where it's sewn closed, so you can look at it like this. Up next is the big man, Terrence, the convicted murderer, I'm pretty sure, in the Angry Birds movie. This one might be the best one. Just like in the terms of the way it looks, they captured him perfectly. He's big. He's probably not as big as the Redbird plush over there. I don't know, I haven't really checked, but he's pretty accurate. He's pretty accurate to how he looks, and I just like his face. He is me. He is a mood. Up next is a pretty big one. Back in the day, I used to use this as Terrence because it was just a bigger Redbird, which is essentially what Terrence is, but it's whatever. I think this might be like a pillow or something. I'm not entirely sure, but nevertheless, I have it, and I used to use it for Terrence's a while until I actually got one, so yeah, that's just a big red bird. Here's the orange bird, a slightly newer bird from when I got this at the time, I think. I'm not entirely sure. Again, pretty accurate. Nothing much to say about him. I think this is the one that got really big and fat for some reason when you tapped the screen, like a balloon. Not in some weird way. Pretty sure, hopefully not, please. Up next is the only Angry Birds Space plush I have. It's of the Bluebird. I don't really know much about Angry Birds Space because I never really played it. But I think this looks pretty accurate to how it looked in the game, I'm guessing. I saw a little bit of it. That was really about it. It's just a little mask on the Bluebird. And it's smaller too, so this could be like one of its split forms, I guess. Man, I don't know about you, but I'm getting pretty damn tired of all these birds, right? What about some pigs? I got some classic pig right here. A classic old derpy little pig. People still say that anymore? I don't think so. Again, pretty accurate to how it looks in the game. This also has a soundbox. It probably sounds demonic as fuck. Let's continue. Let's finish this off with this little pig keychain. Yeah, this is actually the last thing in the Angry Birds collection that I have. I'm missing so much more. I'm missing everything from, like, Star Wars and stuff. I don't even know. I don't even care for those things. At the very least, I would have liked to finish it off with, like, Stella, but whatever. So, that's the Angry Birds collection done. Only 13 other subsections to go, as I've written down on this napkin. God help me. Alright, so next up in one of many miscellaneous franchises that I don't have enough plushes of is KK Slider from Animal Crossing. Yay! He's sitting up there with his little log or pillow or whatever. I just kind of got this as a little joke plush because, I mean, he's always singing his songs and stuff and he doesn't really care. Alright, now onto Disney stuff. Everyone loves Disney. Okay. No, I mean, they're alright. Not nowadays, but they once were alright. Anyways, here's the first Disney plush I remember getting, Disney related, I guess. It's Mickey in a Woody outfit. Isn't bad, but definitely not like, you know, regular Mickey Mouse. But I mean, I just got it because it's like, oh, Woody, I like Toy Story. And yeah. And in the same fashion as the previous one, here's Mickey as Obi-Wan Kenobi. And you can take off his robe and you can see his Jedi attire, I guess. And his little flimsy little nothing lightsaber. It's again, it's just a little thing I thought was neat at the time. You got a little hoodie, coat, whatever. Yeah. Alright, enough of these variations. Here's the man himself, Mickey Mouse. The money laundering rat we all adore. You know? And I don't know why it took me so long to get a regular Mickey, but I eventually got one. I just had to settle with those two. I was just like, I want a regular Mickey Mouse, and, you know, here I have one. Alright, up next is Goofy, who is honestly kind of looks really messed up. Hold up. I never noticed that the ears always kind of looked like really messed up, but I guess that's kind of accurate to Goofy. I guess he's a dog. And they got really weird, really ugly looking hair up here, honestly. I don't really like to touch it a whole lot. But yeah, I mean, the plush is fine. It's Goofy. You know. Gore. Then we have his right-hand man, which I think he's his right-hand man. I don't know, I've never played Kingdom Hearts. I just know he's accompanying him in that game. It's Donald Duck. I like Donald Duck a lot. He gets angry all the time. He's like me. Always be yelling shit no one can understand. Hopefully not something offensive. Hopefully. I like how he's all, you know, a little feathery and stuff. Next up is neither Minnie nor Daisy, Perry the Platypus. This might be one of the earliest, like, Disney-related sort of plushes I've had. Because who the hell wouldn't have a Perry plush? I used to love watching Phineas and Ferb. Yeah, it's Perry. Could have sworn I had an Agent P plush, though. I don't know where that went. And to finish off this Disney section, this extremely big, probably bigger than the Red Bird right now, Stitch from Lilo and Stitch. Real big alien creature thing. It's massive. It's like, look at that. Look at that. Massive, can't even fit in the camera. Right, now for another miscellaneous plushie in the collection. Garfield. I'm aware this isn't like the really funny plush that everyone uses in little funny photos and whatnot. Not the popular Garfield plush, but it's the one I have, so, you know, deal with it. Up next for, I guess, miscellaneous stuff, since I only have 2 plushies from this franchise. Kirby! You can't really go wrong with Kirby. Really, you really can't. Little pink guy. Little Kirby. I wish I had the 90s one. I love his little face, but this does a pretty good justice, I guess. Now for a more recent plush, and I don't mean like super recent, but recent-ish. Meta Knight. I got this one like at a Target a few years ago. I haven't really used him for anything, but hopefully that will change soon. I really like how he looks. I just like Meta Knight's design. He's a little ball guy, but man, just to kind of get the menacing look with the mask, you know? His sword's like sort of in his, there's no real holster, I guess you could call it, I don't know. There's Meta Knight. And again, for another miscellaneous item from a game series I'm more familiar with, honestly. Mega Man. It is just classic Mega Man, I guess. I think I've only used him once, but, you know. He's always sitting down, though. Which I wish he wasn't, but it's whatever. It's not that bad. I prefer the GE one more, because he kind of looks funny, but this one is a pretty good plush, too. Weird looking nose, but whatever. Up next is Minecraft plushies. Okay. So, let's start off with some basic stuff. I don't have a lot, but serviceable amount, I guess. We have a Creeper. I don't know, I think it might be Jazz Whiz or something. I don't even think I've said any of the brand names for this stuff, but only I really care about that, and I don't really have a list on me right now because I don't really remember them by heart, but this is a Creeper plush. Pretty straightforward Creeper plush, a little uneven after a few years, but you know. Yeah. Up next is a pig. It's a Minecraft pig. I don't know why it's kind of looking like it's swimming. It should be like more even, but I mean, whatever. I've had this thing in the box for like years and years and years, so yeah, that'll happen. Next is a bat. Little bat with the little wings. It's cool. The bats are annoying as hell in Minecraft, though, not because they kill you or anything. They're just useless mobs, like utterly useless. Up next, Enderman. Again, about what you expect. I thought this one was the coolest one when I got it. I don't know why. Endermen scare the shit out of me. At least back then they did. So I don't know why I thought like, yeah, I have a plush of it now, it's cool. So, I don't know. This helped me conquer my fear, I guess? I don't know. It's a little lanky guy, though. It's funny. Up next is a mob I don't really see a lot anymore. Ocelot. These just ended up turning into cats, but these were like the original cats in Minecraft, I guess. Maybe they still spawn, I don't know. I barely see them anymore. But, you know, these were cool mobs. I like the way they looked. They're a little different to cats. I know they just added cats anyway, which, no problem with that, but I just miss the old Ocelots, I guess. A little nostalgic for you, old Minecraft. Up next, Squid. Minecraft Squid with his little tentacles. yeah, I don't know why I never took the tag off this one, but maybe my friend had one, so I would just make sure mine was the one with the tag. Again, really straightforward. And lest we forget, the final plush in this Minecraft section, Exploding TNT. Like the YouTuber Exploding TNT as a plush. Remember Tube Heroes? They were turning all your favorite Minecraft YouTubers into marketable plushies. And that included Sky Does Minecraft. Unfortunately. These things probably cost like nothing. These things are probably worthless. These are probably the most common one. But yeah, it's Exploding TNT. I don't even know if anyone remembers them, but yeah. As if we didn't need more miscellaneous stuff in between more popular stuff. Here's just a bunch of miscellaneous stuff because I can't be bothered to show like one random thing and then a more recognizable thing next. Well, I say that, but here's BB-8 from Star Wars. Little ball guy, a little droid thing running around. Looks like a bowling pin. We got Mordecai from regular show. I don't have Rigby, I just have Mordecai. That's about it. I like it when I just kind of do this with his beak. It's funny looking. But yeah, little lanky little guy again. I think I got this one for Christmas. Steven Universe. I haven't watched it in a while, so I don't really feel like I should give my opinion on the show. But I used to like it. I haven't watched it in a long time, if I can tell you that much. But this plush is weird. Like, it does not translate at all into 3D. The CalArts style, whatever the hell you want to call it. I don't know. It's just not that great of a plush, if you ask me. Up next are some little emojis with bodies. I really don't know why I have these. These are just, I know sometimes I actually use the crying laughing emoji, unironically, sometimes, but I don't know why I would get them in plush form, I really don't know. And as if you thought that was bad enough, big shit emoji. Here's a weird one. It's Batman, but he's like a Funko Pop, but he's also a plush. I don't know if this counts as a Funko Pop. It probably isn't made by Funko, but it's weird. And here's a little Batarang right there. I like it how it's blue. Kind of. I like it when they do Batman in blue. A little different from when they do them all in black, I guess. Eren Yeager from Attack on Titan. And if I feel like if I say something about Attack on Titan, I'll be really wrong because I haven't watched Attack on Titan in God knows how long. I just know he's the main protagonist. And, no, I can't say that was a sport. Next up is this weird looking hedgehog thing. I think I was just given this at school one day, and I couldn't really return it, because it'd be rude if I did. And plus it was blue. So I'm like, lol, fake Sonic thing, I guess. I don't know. I really don't have a good reason why I really kept this. Monkey! 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 Monkey. Finn. Really big Finn. I won at Dave & Buster's years ago. Yeah, I don't have Jake, just Finn. Alright. More recognizable things, I guess. Let's start with this one. SpongeBob. SpongeBob. This is not my first SpongeBob, but I wanted to show this one off first because it's the most normal looking one that I have. I got this at a place that doesn't even exist anymore. There used to be a Nickelodeon hotel and resort. There's the other SpongeBob. I guess I could put them next to each other because I mean they're both SpongeBob. The only two SpongeBobs I have. This one, I got at Nickelodeon Hotel and Resort years ago. This one I bought at probably some store or whatever that wasn't that place. But this is the first one I got because I guess they were just out of regular SpongeBob, so I got the one with the glasses that he has sometimes in some episodes. Up next, his best friend, Patrick. Again, pretty straightforward, like plush. He's really happy. He's a little dirty too. I guess I threw him around a lot when I was younger. He's like a beanbag almost, honestly. How he feels anyway. Up next is Mr. Krabs with his absolutely messed up eye. Again, I've left these things in boxes for years. He looks like he's doing that Gary thing with his eyes. He's doing the little dance. That's what it is. Up next, Plankton. Plankton, very, very straightforward. This little guy. Plankton, I don't know what else to say. I actually have more than just SpongeBob plushies. I have, Arnold. From Hey Arnold. Yeah. I think I might have got this at the same place. I don't know where I got this from. But Hey Arnold was a good show. I liked it. So I just bought it. Do I think it looks good in plush form? No, gonna be honest. And you'll see why in a second. I mean, Arnold looks fine, I guess. You know, he looks like how he does in the show. You know, smug and stuff. Even though he's really not that smug, he just is always portrayed like that. Now, the real reason why I don't think these work well translated to plushes is because Gerald from the same show looks, oh wow, just wow. I mean, I'm just saying it because it looks absolutely I mean, Gerald's like, it was a cartoon, right? You exaggerated designs and stuff or whatever, but wow. Oh yeah, and finally, Gary, bit messed up. There you go, Gary. Surprisingly, his shell design hasn't like cracked at all because it's like that sort of like printed on material. Yeah, it's Gary. He came home. Alright, up next is Pokemon. And let me tell you right now, I have a lot of Pokemon. I'm going to try to go through them in order of the Pokedex, but I doubt I'll get them right after a while. So here's Bulbasaur. This is the first one in the Pokedex and my favorite starter personally, not just from Gen 1, just in general. He still has his tag on him because his tag was applied weird. I don't really feel like taking it off. I didn't really feel like taking it off then. Don't really feel like taking it off now. He's pretty good. He's the Tommy Bulbasaur, yeah. Up next is a big one. Charizard. He's an absolute beautiful plushie. Made by, I forget who, honestly. I'll put it somewhere in the video. But it's a great plush. The wings are really good, his claws or whatever. But this is a really nice plush from afar. Up next, Pikachu. I'm not sure if this is an official Pikachu or an unlicensed Pikachu, but I mean, it's probably unlicensed, I don't know. But it's been my Pikachu forever. And personally, I wouldn't want to trade for anything else. Even if I got a new Pikachu, I'd rather just use this one because it's been my Pikachu forever. Really. Use the back and all that. Even if it was unlicensed, I feel like it probably would have gotten like the weird Mandela black tail thing going on. Well, actually, you know what? Yeah, why not? We'll get here already. Eevee. Eevee. I have too much of Eevee. This is the first one I have. It's a little small one. His face is really funny looking. His little tail. This is the one from Pokémon Center, I believe. I have a lot of Pokémon Center ones. You'll see very shortly. Here is another Eevee. A Christmas bow sort of Eevee. That's like sort of walking or whatever. This might be the most recent plush in the collection. Just not even Pokemon in general. I think this might be the most recent plush ever. Yeah, there's nothing really too crazy about this one. Just a red bow, that's about it. Alright, up next is this big Eevee from Build-A-Bear. This thing is awesome. It's really cute, it's really big. I don't think it's life-size per se, but it's very close. You know, it's a nice huggable friend. Now, up next, the Sitting Cuties Vaporeon. This is the only Vaporeon plush I have. Not really else much to say. I mean, you're going to see a lot of these that could just fit in the palm of your hand. And after Vaporeon is Jolteon. Again, pretty straightforward. Small, fits in the palm of your hand. His mane kind of gets a little messed up sometimes. I don't even know how it was originally, so it's just how it is right now, I guess. Up next is personally my favorite Pokemon. If you know me very well, you already know where this is going. Flareon, baby! Let's go, Flareon, Flareon. I love Flareon. I can't tell you why. It's not really a too crazy story. I just fire Eevee. That's really it. Eevee on fire. I like fire types. I like Eevee. Flareon, match made in heaven. But yeah, the plush for this is adorable. It's cute. It's tiny. Fits upon my hand. Flareon. But you thought it stopped there. No! I have an even bigger Flareon from Pokemon Center. This is a few years older, but it doesn't really fit in the palm of my hand as big, but still a pretty good plush for a few years ago. And you know what? We can go bigger. Another Flareon, even bigger, although this one significantly older, and I don't really think it's aged super well, but you know, it's still Flareon. I like it. This might have been my first one, honestly. I can't exactly remember, but you know, it's still alright. What's that? You want to go even bigger? Okay, if you say so. New Pokemon Center Flareon with this tag. Yeah, getting a little ridiculous, I know. This might be the best Flareon I have in the collection, other than the Sin and Cuties one. It's just a more up-to-date Flareon plush from the other set, I guess. Very, very well detailed. Tail and everything is just really soft. Everything's great about this plush. It's really good. I think you can tell by now that I really like Flareon. But what if I told you that we can go even bigger? That's right. I'm talking about the big one. The sleeping Flareon pillow thing. This thing is an absolute unit. It's massive. I need 2 hands to hold it. It's awesome. I love it. I love it with all my life. This is the greatest plush ever. Okay. I think I'm done with Flareon. Let's continue with the other Pokemon. I don't even think I have. What else can I do? I don't know how to top that, really. Vulpix. I know Vulpix is actually before Eevee, but I just noticed till now. Sorry. Yeah, Vulpix. I like how this one's red instead of brown. I just kind of prefer them red to brown. If I'm being completely honest, it's more unique. And because they count as like the same Pokemon, just different typing or whatever, and came out in completely different times, Alolan Vulpix, which is slightly bigger and has the mouth open, which a little weird, but it's cute. It's cute. It's like, oh, what's going on? You know, really big tail in the back. Although it's always bothered me that this little thing right here is it's probably accurate to the thing. I just don't like it a whole lot. All right, another Gen 1 Pokemon, Jigglypuff. Not much to say about Jigglypuff. It sings a little song and make you go to sleep. Whatever. It's Jigglypuff. I could punt it if I wanted to. I don't know if this really counts, but it's technically a Gen 1 Pokemon because it's a Pikachu wearing a Alolan Vulpix outfit thing. Yeah. Not much else to say. I'm not a huge fan of these Pikachus. There's like a billion of them, but I got it because it was on sale. So yeah, I have this. Okay, I think we're done with Gen 1 Pokemon. We can stray a little bit. And when I mean like just a little bit, I mean very little bit, because I forgot I have an Alolan Meowth. No regular Meowth, just Alolan Meowth, because Meowth is too cool to be in stores anywhere near me. But I like Alolan Meowth. He's a little smug little bastard. Not bad. I like Meowth, just not a whole lot. Just enough for me to want a plush of him. Now we can just go haywire with all the other Pokemon. Whatever order I feel like at this point. Here's Togepi. Little scrunched up Togepi. I don't know when I got this, but I know I got it one day. Because I have it now. I don't know. Not much to say. It's a really wide plush for a Togepi. I imagine it being a little more thinner, being honest. But it is an egg, so whatever, I guess. Right, up next, is another favorite of mine, Espeon in the Sitting Cuties. Not really much to say, it's just Espeon. Kind of one of the more dull Pokemon designs, to be honest. If you like Espeon, that's fine, but it's not really like the most appealing evolution. Now, you want to talk about appealing evolution designs? Look no further than Umbreon, my friends. My second favorite evolution. Second favorite Pokemon, really, next to Flareon. I don't know why, I just like the dark rings around it. I just like the contrast of yellow and black and the red eyes complemented so well. In fact, Umbreon is so good, I bought a second one, like the Flareon one. This one's also a pretty good plush. Just the new evolutions from Pokemon Center are just really good in general. They're just great plushies to have, and you should definitely buy them, 100%. Alright, next up from Gen 2, I believe, Ampharos, or Ampharos? I call him Ampharos. It's a crazy little name, but he's an electric type, I believe. He's a cute little guy. I like him. I'm surprised this thing evolves from a sheep, though, if I'm being honest. This thing does not look like a sheep evolution at all, but that was that's Pokemon for you. But he's a chill dude. Up next, Cyndaquil. I know this is technically a starter. One of my favorite fire starters, I can tell you that. I don't have any other of the evolution line, just Cyndaquil. But you know, it's all I need. It's just a cute little baby. The lava things at the back that shoot the fire. I would like one that shoots fire, I'm being honest, but this is fine too. Up next is a little weird one, but it's a Pokemon nonetheless. It's Celebi in like this wizard outfit with like a stick or whatever. This was like a Halloween sort of thing they were doing back then in like 2018, I think. And again, I got this for sale with the Pikachu over there, so I just, got it. I don't really own a regular Celebi, so I just have this. Now for another big one, just like Charizard. Lugia, my personal favorite of the Johto legendaries. Back's all messed up over here on this side. It's whatever. Personally, my favorite legendary in general, probably next to Reshiram, because, fire types. But yeah, this is just another really good one, made by the same people who did Charizard, and I believe Ampharos too. Ampharos, whatever. Here's Wobbuffet, doing the classic Wobbuffet pose that Wobbuffet does with the little weird tail things. Things always freaked me out, but it's just Wobbuffet doing Wobbuffet things. A Pokemon I didn't think I would find in stores, Bagon, the Pokemon evolution before Salamence, I believe. It's pretty cool. Salamence is a pretty OP Pokemon anyway, so. Lucario. Everyone likes Lucario. Who doesn't? She's kind of just one of those Pokemon that you kind of just can't not like. Or maybe you can, I don't know. And then we have this very nice looking Lucario plush in a Sir Aaron, I believe, outfit. This is like based off the movie or whatever, if you ever watched it. It's very nice. It is very, very well detailed. Again, it came from the same Halloween event thing with Celebi and stuff. Leafeon. I don't got much else to say about Leafeon. It's not really one of my personal favorites. It's kind of lower down there, but Leafeon's alright. It's whatever. There's no really good evolution anyway. They're all good. Everyone says they're good. There's no best, really. I also have Big Leafeon. I've been wanting to find one for a while, and I'm really glad I found this. Very, very nice looking. Not the Pokemon Center one, but, good enough. Very good enough. Now, a very popular Pokemon. I just said Sylveon, oh my god. Glaceon! I'm very tired. Maybe Glaceon can cool me off afterwards with her ice powers and stuff. Here's my first Glaceon plush. Ears are all over the place because they're like have cardboard inside and stuff. But yeah, it's not the greatest. The color's kind of faded, but I think it was always like that. Not entirely sure. But yeah, another Glaceon plush with like a Christmas sort of like cloak thing around its neck, and it's got ornaments. Yeah, I got not much to say. This is a better one because it's a Pokemon Center one. But, you know, really not much other than the Christmas stuff. Snivy, pretty big Snivy. This one has like a zipper at the bottom, and you can put it inside a Pokeball, like inside out. I don't recommend doing that because the zipper gets stuck all the time. Not because it's old. It literally did that when I got it brand new too, but whatever. But yeah, still a pretty good one. A little like wonky. I don't know what the word is right now. It's funny looking from the front. He's got no eyes. Another one from Gen 5, Oshawott. Little otter man. I think this is the only one I have that's like just depressed, because every time I see an Oshawott plush now, they're always so happy, but Oshawott wasn't always happy all the time. Something must have changed in their life for the better. Now we go on to Gen 6. Here's Chespin. I don't really have much to say about Chespin. I didn't use it in the game, and neither did my rival, so yeah, Chespin was kind of like the annoying one in the anime, because it was like greedy and stuff, I don't know. But it's whatever. Better evolution item than Fennekin. Now we got the biggest MVP in Generation 6, Sylveon, baby! This one's pretty small. This is like almost the same size as the Sitting Cuties, but it's a standing one, and it's also not a Sitting Cuties because those haven't come out yet. I will get one when they do come out though, at least the Sylveon one. But yeah, little floppy-eared Sylveon whose ears don't stay upright. And another Sylveon with this sort of Christmas thing and a Christmas little like hoodie sort of thing going on. I don't know. This one I'm not huge on personally, but it's nice, I guess. It's alright. Marshadow! I used to think this was a Gen 5 Pokemon. I don't know how. I just did. Some weird paradox thing going on there. I like the little bands for like the trail. That's honestly really nice. It's really intuitive. Other than that, I've never used this Pokemon, but I like his design. It's cool. I like the designs of ghost type Pokemon. Beware, saying hello, or they might just be trying to grab you, strangle you, or whatever, because they're really strong. This might be the craziest one in terms of Pokemon that I own, just design-wise. And again, I haven't used it because I haven't really played all of Gen 7 all the way through, to be honest. And to cap off the Pokemon, Sobble. Yeah, really anticlimactic, just Sobble, nothing else. He's a cute little guy, though. I like him. Yeah. Oh yeah, and I forgot to put this in the miscellaneous section of the video. Marth from Fire Emblem that I got at like the Pokemon, not the Pokemon, the Nintendo New York store or whatever. It's very nice. I don't know much about Fire Emblem, and I'm kind of sick of the discourse over it online or whatever, but like, it's a nice plush. At least it's a character I know from Fire Emblem, because he's in Smash, and it's literally the only reason why I got him. But yeah, Marth. I wish he had his sword, though. And as well as Sackboy, my beloved child from ages far gone. I don't know what the hell I'm saying. I just like Little Big Planet, man. I'm so sad what happened to it. But yeah, there's Sackboy. I'm afraid to unzip him, for God knows what lies within those eyes. This isn't really a good segue, but I found Fox. He's not dead yet. His head's huge though. I don't really like that about this plush, but it's the only like decent Fox plush in God knows how long. Right, now we're getting into the real good stuff, in my opinion. Sonic, baby, let's go! Alright, first off, Tails. Why Tails? This was my first Sonic plush, like, in general. I bought him at Kmart. Remember Kmart? Yeah, he was the only one in that, like, display box, so I got him. That's really the story behind this Tails. Alright, enough beating around the bush. Sonic, baby! Classic Sonic, to be precise. I mean, most of these are classic, but I just feel like you have to, you know, say which one is which. It's pretty obvious, though. It's Classic Sonic. This one's by Jazzwares, and I'm kind of glad that mine came out really good in terms of quality, because these things would always come out so differently, depending on which one you got, I guess. But I got a really good one, in my opinion, so thank God. Knuckles. Knuckles is a weird one because it took forever to find him around the time, and when I did find him, I noticed there's a lot of weird things about him. I mean, his head, first of all, his dreadlocks, spikes, and stuff, and not to mention, when, I didn't even notice this when I bought him, but he's missing his sock, or whatever. Does it bother me? Yeah, not really. I love this plush regardless of its imperfections and his little squished nose that I have to pull out every time I look at him. However, until a modern Knuckles comes out, which when I'm recording is still not a thing, I'm using this. It's the Sonic Mania Classic Knuckles. It's the, like, shiny one or whatever. But I like it. It's very good, it's more proportionate, and just better. Sorry. Up next is Shadow. I have nothing to say about Shadow, it's just Shadow, man. His shoes are like printed on, I guess, and surprisingly have not stayed, like, they haven't like deteriorated at all since I've owned him. Which is good, I guess. Really about it for Shadow. Up next is a newer one. Not too new, but new enough. Amy Rose. This is the... I'm not actually sure who made this one, but it's good, I guess. It's not the one I would prefer to get. If the Sine one wasn't like $6 trillion, I would have gotten it, but this'll do. This'll do. Here's the greatest scientist known to man, Dr. Robotnik. He's from the same thing as the Knuckles I showed earlier. You know, quite rotund. We got that down. His mustache is beautiful as ever, and his smile. And that's all I can really say about him, because there's not really much you can do wrong with Robotnik. Mighty! What? They made a plush of Mighty? Yeah, apparently. I haven't taken his tag off yet, because I just thrown him into a box until he's needed. But mostly because I want to use him with Ray, which I think they made already, but I haven't bought yet, so... yeah, when they make Ray, I'll probably put him in a video somewhere. Who knows? Who knows? But I'm very glad they made a Mighty plush. I'm very, very happy he finally got a plush. Alright, let's get on to more modern takes of Sonic. Starting with this one by Jazzwares. You've seen the Sonic many times on my channel. He's not my go-to Sonic, but he's definitely been around. And he's still, I'd probably still use him if I hadn't gotten more Sonics, which you'll see later on. But along with that Sonic is this Tails, which again, is not my go-to Tails, but it's the best that I had at the time with Sonic. Well, I mean, you'll see what I've done with Tails nowadays, in terms of, you know, the plush and stuff, but, you know, this isn't bad, too. It still isn't, it's pretty good, alright, it's pretty alright. Up next is a pretty tiny, Robotnik. Is Eggman. This is Eggman, not Robotnik. I've needed a modern Robotnik, Eggman, sorry, Jesus, for a long time, and as much as it pains me to say this, this isn't as great as the one by Toy Island, I believe it was back in the day, but it works. It works. And I like how you can pull his goggles down over his glasses, so he can look like he's doing stuff whenever he needs them, I guess. You're probably pretty tired of modern Sonic. What if we go even more modern? With Boom Sonic, aka the only plush I have that has the blue arms that isn't a knockoff. I say that, I don't even think I've ever owned a knockoff Sonic. I just don't like this one. His legs, like, that's not like pressure from a box or anything. It's always been like that. His leg is just broken. This one's just, in my opinion. I have it because, I really don't know. Silver. This is a pretty old one. He has a tear at the back of his head because I was very incompetent as a child. But, I mean, this is still a pretty good plush. I just wish he wasn't so much nowadays, because if he wasn't, I would honestly just buy a new one so I can just replace it. And you're just saying, like, oh, you could just, like, sew it back together. I don't think we have any threads that match this color, honestly. But if we did, I'd probably do it a long time ago, honestly. But it's still a really good plush. It's still a really good plush. Surprisingly, there hasn't been one to top it. That's just GE for you. Up next is Silver's companion Blaze. I say that very loosely because I know Blaze is from Sonic Rush and from her own thing, not 06, but people like to pair them because of 06, so I'm just saying that. But Blaze is pretty cool. She's one of my favorite Sonic characters. Not my the favorite Sonic character of mine. That goes to Tails, but she's up there. She's up there. She's a really great character. And I'm really glad I have her because she's been eluding my grasp for a long time. Like, really. Alright, you want more Sonics? I'll give you more Sonics. Here's one I wanted to fair. Not much to say about this one. It's just really big, and I thought it was a lot smaller. Yeah, really about it. It's nice, though, for a fair Sonic. Not, like, complete garbage like the Toy Island one. Here's one you guys may recognize. This is the big Sonic I had in, I believe, episode 4. He's just the GE Sonic, but the bigger GE Sonic, where they have the most detail I've ever seen in a Sonic plush. Well, as much detail as you can get into a Sonic plush, anyway. It's still very good. I just wouldn't use it a lot because he's just too big. It's way too big. Alright, one last Sonic. And this is the current Sonic I plan on using for the future. You might have already seen him already in one video, maybe. He's just a better redesign of the Sonic X plush, I believe, but damn, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And now for the most recent Sonic plush that I have in my collection, Modern Tails by GE. God damn, it took them so freaking long, but they finally did it. They finally made Tails. And I know I'm probably a little late on this because they made this like maybe 1 or 2 years ago, but still, this is like amazing. If we can get one for Knuckles, please, just give us Knuckles, because this is the GOAT. This is the GOAT right here. This is the GOAT plush right here. And finally, to cap off the Sonic collection, Super Sonic, my most sought after plush of all time, and he delivers. He very much delivers, obviously because he's GE, first of all, but he's just so cool. I can't describe why this plush is so cool. It just is. It's Super Sonic from GE. That's all you need to know. Super Sonic from GE, greatest plush ever. Even Tails. Sorry, this is just better than Tails. Up next, the world's tiniest Zelda collection, comprising of only Links. First one is the Link from Wind Waker. I love this little felt floppy sword. That's really about it. That's all I have to say about this one. He's nice though. Just a cute little guy. And we got Link from Wind Waker again, but in his regular outfit from before you put on the tunic. And I don't know why his neck is so big. I guess it's just how it came out on my plush, but yeah. Again, he's pretty cool looking, although I wonder why he's not so, like, out of it. He's just pretty content, I guess. Then we got this weird one that I got, like, God knows when. This, like, 8-bit Link plush pillow thing. Yeah, there's not even anything on the back. It's just one little display piece that, in my opinion, is not really worth getting. Yeah. And finally, to cap off the world's smallest Zelda collection of only Links, Breath of the Wild Link. I believe this is Sine because it's the only good Breath of the Wild Link plush I can find. That's not to say Sine is bad for just being, you know, like, what I can find. Sine's awesome, I love them, but I don't know, something's a little off about him, that's all I'll say. I guess it's just the head, because he's a more pointy head. But yeah, this is still a good Link, if you ask me. Alright, the finale. The Mario Collection. Let's start off with the original, first ever bought Mario and Luigi. Here they are. Here's the original Mario. Here's the original Luigi. Bought these back in, I believe, 2012, I want to say. And they did a pretty good service. I still love them very nearly dearly. But I still have to admit they haven't aged the greatest. Especially because they're just dusty as hell. Probably can't see on the camera, they're super dusty. Along with the original Mario and Luigi, I bought this big Yoshi. You can understand why I didn't use this, because this was too big. Just way too big. He's still pretty good, I guess. In fact, I actually have two big Yoshis. I can tell you that this one's not mine because there's a stain right there. That was not from me. A friend of mine gave this to me because he didn't really want it anymore. Up next, Toad. I don't really feel like doing the voice right now because it is currently 2 in the morning when I'm doing this. I'm very tired. But yeah, there's Toad. Still not a bad Toad. Very well for, like, I think 2012. Very good Toad. It still holds up if you ask me. Up next, Koopa Troopa. This is the oldest Koopa I have. He's a survivor, he is. Look at all his dirt marks and stuff and whatever. He's still pretty nice though. He's a little guy, I can fit in my hand. Donkey Kong. My only Donkey Kong. And he's a bit newer than all the other stuff I've just shown, but I still want to throw him in there only because he has a keychain and a zipper at the back. Yeah, that's pretty much about it. Just, yeah, his little tie, straighten them out. A little good for the camera. Goomba. Pretty straightforward, just a Goomba. Not much else to say really. It's my first one, I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention I actually have another Toad. This is, again, from the same friend who lended me his. Sometimes I get this confused from my Toad, but I can always tell. I don't know how, but I can just always tell. This isn't my Toad from when I originally bought it. Up next are two I'm going to do in pairs. Cat Mario, Cat Luigi. I mean, I don't know much else to say. It's just Cat Mario and Cat Luigi. They're alright. Nothing else to say. Up next is Yoshi, my current Yoshi plush that I've been using for years. Love him to death. Yeah, really good Yoshi plush. Nothing bad to say about this one. Up next, Peach. Yeah, I have a Peach plush. I don't think anyone's ever seen it, but I own a Peach plush. That's really about it. Just I have Peach, and she's all right. She's pretty good for a Peach plush. There's always like really weird looking ones, but this one's pretty good. And you know we can't have Peach without Daisy. Again, really good Daisy plush. Her arm's a little weird, to be honest, but yeah, she's fine. I think up next I'll do a little bit of the Yoshis, starting with light blue. These are pretty much the same as the other Yoshi plushes, maybe just a little bit different arm positions and sizes, I guess. The blue Yoshi, black Yoshi, yeah, black Yoshi. The white shoes on, pink Yoshi, the yellow shoes, I think. Might just be a light brown, I don't really know. Nor do I really care, honestly. Red Yoshi, the nice blue kicks. I dig it. And finally, orange Yoshi, with the literally exact same kicks as Red Yoshi. Yeah. Up next, Baby Mario. Not the greatest one. I don't even have Baby Luigi, I'll be honest, but it's good. It's alright. Nothing much else to say. His face is a little goofy, but you know, it's Baby Mario, so what you expect. I think it's as good as time as any to put in these really obscure ones that I think I've only used once. These 8-bit Mario and Luigi's. Just like the Link ones, have nothing on the back. Nothing cool about them. They're just display pieces. I don't know why I didn't show them off in order, but here's Diddy Kong. And this is the more newer one. The more newer plush. It's a great looking plush. I don't think it's in scale with Donkey Kong, but at this point I don't really care. It's kind of funny, honestly, but yeah, Diddy Kong. Here's Blue Toad and Yellow Toad. Not much to say about them. They're literally the same thing, just different colors. Like literally just same design. It's not that different. It's not crazy or anything. Here's an interesting one I didn't know existed. Metal Mario. Very, very nice. I think it's the newer like Mario design though, so it looks a little different next to my regular Mario, but still pretty good. I mean, when are you ever going to see them on screen at the same time, really? Fire Mario. I don't think I've actually used him in a video. Maybe I have, but I still very much like Fire Mario, even if it is one of the more basic power-ups. It's alright. I say basic very loosely because all of them are pretty basic, but this is like the first power-up like in the game. Second, I guess, if you count the mushrooms. Here's another Koopa, like a more updated Koopa. Up-to-date Koopa. I like him very much. He's just more proportionate and stuff, you know. Yeah, really not much to say about Koopa. He's just a little guy existing. Here's a Hammer Bro, which I honestly don't know if it's a bootleg or not, but I'm hoping it isn't. He's got his little hammer in his hand and his helmet, and I mean, not really much to say. I've always confused these guys for just Koopas, but they're different because their mouths are longer. It's really, I don't know, that's the only distinction I can tell. It's really it that separates them. Here's a Piranha Plant coming out of a pipe. Not much to say about this one. I wish I had the puppet because it would just make a lot of sense to go, you know, I'm a Piranha Plant. Isn't that joke so funny? God, what's wrong with me? This is a very good plush though, like honestly. Here comes the Bomb Bomb. This little thing that doesn't spin around, but whatever. Again, good plush, but I wish it wasn't like, it looked like it already went off. It's a little weird, but whatever. I've never really been close to a bomb, so maybe they've always been like that. Here is another Goomba. He's just more smaller than the other one. That's really about it. And he's like more upset. Here's a Cheep Cheep staring down at you. Little wings and such in his mohawk, I guess. I don't know. Really thought about it like that. Makes you think. You know what Mario enemy doesn't do a lot of thinking? Dry Bones. This is actually a newer Dry Bones, considering it has the tag and little hook at the top. But funnily enough, I actually have two Dry Bones. I guess I just forgot that I owned a Dry Bones, and so I bought this new one. But I've always had a Dry Bones. I think I might have just gotten these in the same year. I don't know, but you know, little two Dry Bones pals. Speaking of dead enemies, Boo. Did I scare you with Boo? His little crazy tongue. Alright, we got one more enemy, and that's Lakitu, or Lakitu, however you want to pronounce it, with his little spike ball. I don't have a spiny, whatever the hell you call it, plush, but who cares? Lakitu's pretty cool on his own. They should really make one with the camera, though, considering he's always helping out and stuff. I honestly don't know if he's a good or a bad guy. Just choose. Choose already, man. Right, another pair of two. Tanuki Mario and Fox Luigi? I don't know. Tanuki Luigi? It doesn't look like the Tanuki suit from, you know, what Mario wears, but it's whatever, I guess. He's a little funny, though. Mine, anyway. But yeah, there's both of them. Got them at the same time, which is great. Here we have a totally different character from Mario, Dr. Mario. I don't even know this plush existed, but this is an awesome plush. You would never think they would make a plush of Dr. Mario, but they did, and it's just as good as it looks. It's awesome, it's great. You can't take off the coat, but I mean, who cares? Here's another Toad. The one that like looks like the blue one and the yellow one, but it's regular Toad, so, you know, means he's better than all the rest, I guess. I don't know, maybe. Now for the big guy. You were probably all wondering where he was coming, but here he comes, the big man Bowser. I'm so happy to own a Bowser plush. I mean, even if this is like a few years old, it's still a great Bowser plush. It really is. Words cannot describe how much I love this plush so much. It's better than the Kelly Toy one that everyone wants and desires, but it's just so much better. Awesome Bowser plush. Up next is the titular duo ever. Wario and Waluigi. The Wario plush is a little weird in my opinion, because it looks like these are meant to just sit down most of the time, but I don't know, it doesn't look good with Wario. It's this big fat ass. Waluigi looks fine. These Waluigi getting really messing up. He's always just lanky all the time. But these two are really good together anyway. And last but not least, the mans themselves, Mario and Luigi. I thought it would make sense just to end it off on them, because, you know, they make sense. It just makes sense. And there you have it. The entire Plush Bros collection. Every plush I've owned. Well, not every plush. I've sold a couple over the years, but this is every plush I currently own. So, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was an absolute pain to film halfway because you just get tired, and I've been doing this non-stop. So please, if you like this video, share this around with anyone you know who likes to collect stuff and whatever, you know, show them my collection. That's probably the most mediocre collection ever, honestly. I don't think it's that amazing, but I mean, this has been something, what, 11 years, something like that in the making, probably even more. I mean, this thing started in 2011. I never thought it would get this big. Last time I counted was in 2015, and the last time I made a collection video was in 2017. That was almost 6 years ago. So again, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys around.